Hi, today we're going to talk about GKR Cal or GKR Calendar. This is for therapists or consulting professionals or anyone who sees patients or clients on a calendar scheduled basis. It's an iPhone app and it provides a customized calendar specifically for the days and the hours which you see your patients or your clients. It provides an extremely easy interface for scheduling a session or a meeting. It allows for you to record if they paid you at the time of the session. And it provides a seamless export to spreadsheets for customization or a seamless interface to the most popular small business accounting system. It has built-in automated cloud backup for security and a special search screen to look for activity related to a particular client. And it also tracks split payments if somebody pays you and that check goes to multiple clients. And of course, there is a special customized client list for your clients. Now here's what the main calendar looks like. And again, it only shows the days and the times that you see your patients. The white row or bar, it's a row, indicates that you have something scheduled with, in this case, Sissy Grand at 9 o'clock. And all of the gray rows indicate that those time slots are available. And if you just touch on any one of the rows, it will allow you to change or add a patient for that session. In the upper left-hand corner is the menu icon, which takes you to the menu window. And in the upper right-hand corner is the reload icon. As you can tell, this calendar will scroll, and the reload icon takes you back to the next workday. Now, before we move on, notice the small I in a circle, the information icon. That indicates that that same time and that same day, a week from now, is currently available for scheduling. And this comes in handy if you're seeing somebody and at the end of the session they say, okay, same time next week. Just click on that I if it's there and you can reschedule them for the next week. Now, once you click on any row in the table, it brings you to the client session screen. What you can do is you can type in a person's name in the upper blue bar, or you can use the picker, the scroll at the bottom to scroll to the client you want to be using this session. Or you can type in the first few characters of a client's name, and then the scroll bar will only show you those clients or patients that have those characters in their name. Once you, at the time of the session, you can enter whether or not the session has been missed or canceled. You can annotate whether or not they paid you with a check or with cash, or you can indicate no load. And this means that this particular session is not intended to be loaded into your accounting system. The units defaults to 1, but if they stay for a double session, you can change the unit numbers to 2. And the rate, which was originally assigned with a particular client or customer, can be customized for this particular session. You can also add notes. You can also enter a check date, check amount, or cash, check number, and record that a payment was made for this session. And if this payment was intended for more than one client, there's a split button that will appear. You can press on the split button and that takes you to a screen which allows you to indicate how that payment should be split across clients. Before we move on, please note the notes field. Right now it indicates who had this session in the past 4 weeks. Now that note will disappear as soon as a name is put in for the session, but that note is a handy way to make sure you're not giving away a session time that's used by some of your preferred customers. And here we have the clients table. You can touch on the edit button to delete clients. You can touch on the plus button to add new clients. And of course, when you edit or change a client, you can change their rate, the spelling of their name, and a code. It's either an I or a C. I probably for the term individual, C for the word corporate or couples. And these are two different service codes that will be important into your billing system. Any changes you make to a client's name or rate or code are propagated throughout all the calendar entries where that name exists. And here's the menu screen. So we've got the calendar button, which will take you to the calendar, which is also showing there a little bit on the right. Search allows you to type in all or part of a client name, and it will show you all the activity that you have had or have planned for that client. There's export, which has 4 different types of exports. It either does a complete export of the calendar system to a spreadsheet. The second one is a complete export of the client list in spreadsheet format. The third one is a monthly export for just those sessions or invoices, and that's exported in a format specific for Transaction Pro importer, which can then load things directly into QuickBooks Online. And the last export would be for just the payment records. And again, that's put out explicitly in Transaction Pro importer format, which then loads these records into QuickBooks Online, eliminating any duplicate data entry. There's also after exporting is editing the client list. Then comes adding days, where you can add a year or 2 years worth of work days to the calendar, or you can add a specific non-work day for those occasions where you might be seeing clients on a weekend or so. After that becomes default email and codes, and this is the default email where all of your exports will be sent as attachments. And the codes are the I code and the C code, which you can put in a complete description that would get loaded to your accounting system and then perhaps displayed on your month-end statements. Delete and reload is a way to completely wipe out the client list or the calendar, and then reload it from any export that you may have saved into iCloud. And calendar parameters is where you identify what time of day you start, what time of day you end, how long each session, including breaks, might be, and what days of the work week you're going to be working, and of course about and help. So if your business looks like a sole proprietorship, professional services, time scheduling, session payments, sometimes month-end payments, using QuickBooks Online, if you're currently paper intensive with a lot of duplicate data entry, at the end of the month you forget who may have missed a session or canceled a session, who paid you, or a client calls up and says, how many times have I seen you? Then this is the system for you. Customized calendar, customized list of clients, one button rescheduling, cloud backup, and easy export to your accounting system. Check it out, GKR Cal, available in the iPhone App Store, and there'll be 2 more videos, one showing you how to use each screen in detail, and one showing you how to perhaps export and reload the calendar back in if you need to erase days or make massive changes or reload it on a new device. Enjoy!